Today's story starts like every horror movie you think you've seen before. 5 friends, a remote cabin, a weekend getaway, no signal, no help, and no idea what they're walking into. It feels familiar, predictable, like you already know how it ends. But this time, you don't, because this isn't just a horror story. It's something much bigger, something hidden, something watching. And by the end of this story, you'll realize the nightmare was never just inside the cabin. But before we begin, if you enjoy horror movie recaps with twists like this one, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next breakdown. Now let's get into the story. The movie begins somewhere completely unexpected. Not in the woods, not with the group, but in a high-tech underground facility. 2 men, Citizen and Hadley, are casually talking about their day, making jokes. Marty, the stoner, paranoid, but observant, and Holden, the scholar, smart, logical. They joke, laugh, act like nothing could go wrong. But from the very beginning, something feels off. As they stop for gas, a creepy old man warns them, tells them not to go, that the place they're heading to is wrong. But like every horror movie, they ignore it and continue on. Eventually they arrive at the cabin, isolated, quiet, surrounded by nothing but forest. At first everything seems normal. They settle in, explore the house, drink, relax. But behind the scenes, the facility is watching everything, every move, every decision, being controlled, manipulated. Even their personalities begin to shift. Chemicals released into the environment, changing how they think, how they act, pushing them into familiar horror stereotypes. Because this isn't random, it's designed. That night they discover a hidden cellar, filled with strange objects, old relics, each one tied to something dark, something dangerous. And without realizing it, they're being given a choice, a trigger. Dana reads from an old journal, a story about a tortured family, zombies, and just like that, the choice is made. Deep underground, something awakens. The system activates, and the nightmare begins. Outside, the Butler family rises from the dead, rotting, violent, hungry, and heading straight for the cabin. The first attack is brutal. Sudden, chaos erupts, panic spreads, and one by one, the group begins to fall, exactly how the system planned. Because there's a pattern to this, a ritual. Each character represents a role: the athlete, the scholar, the fool, the whore, and the virgin. They must all suffer, they must all die, in a specific order, or something far worse will happen. Back in the facility, the technicians celebrate each kill, taking bets, watching it unfold like entertainment, because to them, this is just another successful operation. But Marty, the fool, he sees something, not everything, but enough. He realizes they're being controlled, watched, manipulated, and instead of dying, he escapes, breaking the pattern. Dana, the last survivor, is taken underground, dragged into the system itself, but she survives. And that's when everything changes, because now, the ritual is incomplete, and below the facility, something ancient begins to stir. Dana finds Marty alive. Together they discover the truth, an entire underground world, filled with every nightmare imaginable. Monsters, creatures, horrors from every legend and story, all real, all contained, all used for this ritual, because the purpose of everything is to appease ancient beings, godlike entities beneath the earth. They demand sacrifice, they demand suffering, and if they don't get it, they will rise and destroy everything. Dana is given a final choice: kill Marty, complete the ritual, save the world, or refuse and let everything end. For a moment, she considers it, because the stakes are everything. But then she realizes something. This system, this endless cycle of sacrifice, it's wrong. And maybe the world that depends on it isn't worth saving. So she makes her choice. She refuses. And just like that, the ritual fails. Deep below, the Ancient Ones awaken. The ground begins to shake. The facility collapses. Monsters break free. chaos erupts everywhere. And in the final moments, a massive hand rises from the earth, ending everything. Because for the first time, the system failed. The sacrifice was rejected, and the world paid the price. The film ends with that shocking reality. Dark, unexpected, and completely different from what we thought we were watching. Because this was never just a horror movie. It was a story about control, about sacrifice, and about the cost of keeping the world running. And that's where the story ends. But before you go, if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more insane movie breakdowns just like this one. And let me know in the comments, would you sacrifice one person to save the world? Or let everything burn? Because here on the channel, every story has a twist. You just have to survive long enough to see it.